Hi, and welcome to a Yoga Sculpt online class. What does that mean? It means we're going to be doing yoga with weights. You can call it whatever you'd like, but this is going to be yoga with weights. So what you'll need is a yoga mat, maybe. You probably don't even need that, but you will need something that adds weight to your hands. So some dumbbells are nice. Make sure they're pretty light. You can have one pair, two pairs. You can have a variety if you want to challenge yourself. You can always have a few more. We'll also need something like a block. A foam one's really nice because they're not quite as heavy and you can do a little bit with these light thingies, so a foam block. A towel if you sweat, or we might need it as a prop, and then maybe some water. So that's what you need. My name is Ashley. I'm a 200-hour yoga teacher, so I teach all sorts of yoga. That's pretty much the thing I love to do. And today, though, we're doing Yoga Sculpt. This is more like a preview class, though, so it's not going to be too long like the class that we host here at the studio. But you will get a good feel for it. And you might notice that there's no music playing. That's on purpose. So you can add music to this and do it along with the class. Or you could just watch, get some ideas, and then jam out, take a couple moves from this practice, and then do it yourself to your own music. Or if you're a teacher, you might get some great ideas. Okay, so in our Sculpt classes, or yoga with weights, that's what I'm going to call this one, we start in child's pose. That means knees forward, sit back on your heels, and stretch your arms out forward. Let your forehead rest to the ground. Take some deep, deep breaths. Centering yourselves, getting grounded. If your hips feel tight, you can always lift a little higher so you don't have to get so low. We'll take it to a comfortable position. Extend the arms. We're going to switch from yoga breath to fitness breath as we move on. But for now, yogic breathing, in and out through your nose, filling your full belly full of air. Then to warm up the spine, shift your weight forward, come to hands and knees, tabletop pose. We're going to do what we call cat and cow poses. So plant those hands, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, arch the back, look up. Exhale as you round. So connecting the breath and movement together. Again, very yoga style, vinyasa style. It's flowing yoga. Moving back and forth, rounding. A little bend in the elbows keeps your triceps alive. Keeps you feeling safe. And then from here, take your hands forward, walk them forward about a hand distance or so. Tuck the toes under, lift, bent knees, press the chest towards your legs, and then start to straighten legs to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet a couple times, bend one knee, up heel to the mat. This is just our warm-up, getting our bodies prepared for movement. Walk your feet forward to the front of your mat behind your hands. So with bent knees, straight legs, fold it down, shake it out, little ragdoll style, shift side to side. And we get right into it from here. Heel toe the feet together. Roll yourself up. Just make sure you're still breathing as you do this. And we go into sun salutation. Sun salutation A. It's just a series of poses connected, linking with our breath and getting our bodies warm. So hands next to your side, mountain pose. Inhale as you reach up. Swan dive, take it down, flat back as you head to the floor. Now lift up halfway, look forward, hands on your shins. Plant your hands, step back into a plank pose or upper push-up. For this first one, take your knees to the floor. And actually that's exactly what we do is a push-up. Bend your elbows, press back to plank, modified plank, tuck the toes, press back down dog. Then walk the feet forward again. Reach all the way up, and feet can be hip distance or closer. We go back down, fold forward, half lift, step it back into that plank pose. Take your knees down again, 2 push-ups this time. Lower, lift, lower, lift, tuck the toes under, press back down dog. So today we're going to use that plank style instead of upward facing dogs. So step the feet forward. Not that you might not know what I'm talking about. That's okay. Lift all the way up. Back down. Once more. Half lift. Look forward. Exhale. Plant the hands. Step back. Plank. Knees down. 3 push-ups. Elbows scrape the side of your body. Lead with your heart. Tuck your toes under. Press back. Down dog. Once again, walk your feet forward. Now from here, bend your knees deep, sitting into a chair pose. Reach your arms all the way up. Your shoulders soft. Keep reaching. Then bring it down. Weights in the heels. Straighten the legs as you come down. Half lift. Step back to plank pose. Now press right to downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up into the air. Bend your knee, open the hip, feel that stretch. Then straighten the leg. Knee to nose, one time pull it forward. Tippy toes of the left foot. Lift that right leg up and back. Now step between the hands into a lunge. Might not get all the way up there, that's okay. We're going to lift to a crescent lunge, hands reaching up. Back heel lifted. Then open, right hand forward, left hand back, warrior two. Just mark each pose here. Flip your right palm. Reverse warrior, reach up. Keep the knees bent. Back to warrior two. Then hands to the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Other side, lift your left leg, heel to the sky. Bend your knee, open up. Keep breathing. Straighten the leg. This is our warm-up. Knee to nose, round your back. Lift back up. Single leg down dog. Now step it between the hands. Come high onto the right toes. Step. Reach those hands. Intentionally reach up. Lift. Then open up, dropping the back heel down. Warrior two. Flip the left palm. Reverse warrior on this side. Hands back to warrior two. Then we spill them over to the floor. Step back to down dog. Awesome. Okay, so we step it forward again. This time grab your weights. Light weights if you have more than one set. You're going to have them next to your toes. Bend your knees. Reach your hands all the way up. And then we do that lunge series, sun salutation, with weights. Keep reaching. And then fold it forward. Half lift. You can let go of your weights for that one. Hands plant on your weights or the side of the weights, depending how your wrists feel. Step back to plank. Knees down to a push-up. One push-up. Press back down dog. Lift your right leg. Step between the hands. Now here's a little different. We pull straight up with the weights. Lift up. Crescent lunge. Hands to your heart first, then open warrior two. Strong warrior two. Flip the right palm, pull it in, lift it up. Left hand soft on the back leg. Now to get down, we pull to the center, pivot forward, pick up the back heel, plant the weights down, step back to down dog. Lift your left leg up high. Bend your knee and step between the hands, lunge. Pull straight up, crescent lunge. Pull the hands to the heart, then open to warrior two. Left hand pulls in, lift to warrior reverse. Reverse warrior. Again, bent deep. Both hands to your heart, pull forward, pivot. Weights plant down, step back, down dog. Good. Step the feet to the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Reaching up, chair pose. We'll do that one more time. Fold forward. Half lift. Hands on the weight, step back to your plank. Knees or toes, tricep push-ups. Let's do 3 of them here. 3, 2, and 1. Press back to downward facing dog. Hips up. Lift your right leg. Step between the hands. Reach up, crescent lunge. Open it up, warrior two. Reverse warrior. Pull, take it forward. Weights down, step back, down dog. Lift your left leg. Step forward. We should be getting hot right now. Warm. Reach up, crescent lunge. Open warrior two. Reverse. Weights in. Turn. Plant, step back, down dog. Good. Step your feet forward. Bend into that chair pose again, heading into an upper body series. Reach up. Now from here, turn your palms towards the front and do a couple reps. Let's just do 4. And you can add bigger weights. And 1. Now step out those feet a little wider. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take that right foot, step it back into a lunge. 4, you can always take the knee down. 3, 2, so we'll have 16 reps with each movement. This one's for the shoulder. Step, Switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it back. Elbows in. Again, back to that chair pose. Bending the knees. I'll face you guys. Bending the knees, chair pose. Palms upward. This time it's a bicep curl. Up to the shoulders. 4, 3. Squeeze it in. 2, 1. Now take your stance a little wider. So we're into more strength building, upper body and lower body. Step 1 foot back into a lunge. Feet are still hip distance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side, last set. Keep breathing and squeezing at the top if you can't quite feel it, or go heavier. Step it in, last one. Lean forward, pull the elbows back, notice. Then press triceps. So press your palms up, squeeze your elbows together, keep the elbows lifted. You've got tricep strength. Step out wider, gives you more stability. Step back. Lean forward as you do this tricep 1, so your elbows can get higher. And you can do these sets as many times as you want. You can also add different movements, different kind of bicep curls, different shoulder curls. So a couple options for that would be adding more maybe lateral raises. We could do hammer curls. We could do tricep kickbacks. We could do wide. You could do all sorts of different ones as you go through the lunge series. So it's a chair, wide, lunge, lunge, 4 counts, 8 counts, whatever you want to do. So that's our little upper body series. Next, we'll do some lower body. Grab your block. We'll start with the block. We're going to work our quads. Block between the legs, and then squeeze the block in, which is lower and lift. And we'll do 8 reps. We'll change it up a little bit here. If you had music, you could bob along with the music. 3, 2. Notice my weight's on my heels. I'm sitting back. Knees are not going past my toes. What are we going to add? Oh, we're going to come down and do a little bob here. A little up and down pulsing. So again, we're not forward. Our knees are not forward. That's going to hurt our knees. So we're going to press them back. Butt cheeks back. Like you're sitting into a chair that's not there, or like you're sitting onto a porta potty. You don't want to put your butt down. Woo! And the great thing about this block is now that we've done some pulses up and down, we can also do squeezes inward with our block. So try to touch your knees together. If your knees do touch together, take your block a little lower. And then squeeze those knees on the block. And again, you can do that set as many times as you want. So take it back to full squats, maybe pulses, squeeze it in, and just stay there for a while. However many you want. And then we go to wide squats. We just worked quads, so that's top of the legs. Work the back of the legs a little bit more with wider squats. I'm going to get rid of that block and grab a weight instead. Because I like to add, like compound the movements, I like to add legs, a little bit of arms with it too. Take your feet a little wider or turn them out. So think like you're a dancer, a bar class, if you've taken a bar class. Bend your knees, and you're going to make sure your bellies are in. So we are rounding, trying to pull rib cage to pubic bone. Not little butt stick out, but rounding, getting the abs firmed in. Bend the knees, take your hands down. You lift up and down. So we're doing wide squats. Wide can also be, I'm not sure what the dancing term is. Position 5? I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. Doesn't even matter. Let's do 3 more. And knees, again, in line with the center of your toes. Okay, stay down low. Lift your right heel or your left heel, doesn't matter. I'm going to do little pulses. So we're only doing one set of each of these, but again, you can repeat as much as you want to. Then switch legs, switch heels, keep your chest lifted. Now how about both heels up? Keep pulsing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. That's our wide squats. Now we head to a couple floor exercises. We're going to use a sun salutation, get down. So we'll take our feet to the floor, reach up, fold forward, half lift, step back to plank, and take your knees down. Why not? Do a push-up, tricep push-up, press back to down dog. All right. We're going back to plank. So shift it forward. So we're going to work full body with this plank and core work. Hold. This is a nice one to hold, isn't it? Check to see that the fingers are spread wide, elbows bent a little bit, gaze at the top of the mat, pull the knees up, strong flat body, and press into the hands so you fill out the upper back rather than collapsing in the shoulders. And if this is like a bit much right now, take your knees down. No big deal. You're going to build strength regardless. So from here, toe taps. Right, then left out to the side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now knees to elbows. 8, same knee, same elbow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, sit back, child's pose. It's only because I needed that. Okay, take it back, but this time on your elbows. Same set, extend, toe taps. Right, left, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to elbows, to the side this time, or knee to shoulders. 8, 7, 6, keep the butt down low. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back again, knees down, stretch it out. You could do so much stuff with plank work. It's crazy. Breathing heavy. Catch your breath if you've lost it. Okay, bring it back to hands and knees. Now grab your weights again. We'll go into what we often call like a sculpting series or yoga with weight series. It's doing more yoga poses with some weights. What's that mean? You're going to grab onto the weights. Downward facing dog. You kind of saw this before in the warm-up. Let's go ahead and add some to it. Take your right leg, lift it up. Step between the hands. Reach your hands straight up for that crescent lunge. We stay here. Let's take the arms down, and you can do any kind of bicep curls, tricep curls, any kind of upper body movement with a lunge. So here I'm going to do flashers, bicep flashers. So palms are up, elbows by your side. As you bend your back knee to come down into a lunge, open the arms. Let's do 8 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. And pulse it. Down. Hands out, elbows in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach up. Hands by your chest, open to warrior 2. I'm going to face you guys. Facing. So we're open to warrior 2. Let's add an arm movement here. Bend the elbows. Elbows in and open. And you have the option to stay stable in the legs or straighten and lower. Make sure that front knee, the one that's bending, is tracking in line with your middle toes. You're pressing weight evenly through your foot. Let's do like 3 more. Good. Okay, straighten the legs. Turn to this wide stance. Now, I would be facing the other way if it was on my mat, but we got a wide stance. Toes are forward. Bend your knees. Okay, toes are slightly out as you bend your knees. Good. Take both weights in your right hand. Okay, mine's left hand. Either hand, lower and lift. So we've got side bends. Side bending, really awesome as one of the 6 directions we move your spine. You can take one hand reaching. Gives you more length. The longer your length is, the more stretch you're going to feel. Of course. So do a few of those. How about we switch sides? That felt good. Reach. I'm going to go right away with that hand. Stay low in the legs. Now bring it back up. Hands by your side. Turn back to warrior 2, to where you came from. So I would usually be facing this way. Open warrior 2. Reverse. Pull, take it down, plant the legs back to downward facing dog. So you can go ahead and do that same exact sequence on the other side. But I'm going to change it up a bit because I like to. Take the left leg up. Lunge forward. Pull straight up to a crescent lunge. Now we're going to be doing triceps. So you're going to be down and up, but at the same time we bend and lift. So elbows stay above the shoulders, upper body is tall. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands back to your heart. Bend the front knee. Open to warrior 2. Flip your palms. Do bicep curls in and out. Again, you can change weights or even drop your weights. You're like, I don't want to use weights today. You can do these movements just with body weight. You can add a straighten to your leg. Back toes are generally pointed forward. There's a tendency to have them turn to the back. Keep them forward so you feel that back inner thigh. So 2 more. And 1. Now facing this way. Bend your knees again. Just for fun, we're going to take these little weights and go punch, punch, punch. So you're twisting. Okay, it doesn't have to be super big or strong, but you do want to twist in your body. Pull the elbow back. Feel that waist start to twist out. Can be very therapeutic for your inner body, your digestive system. As you twist, keep your hips stationary. You're going to add something to the side. It's called more legs. We all love to work our legs, right? I do. Okay. That's enough of that. So toes point forward. Actually, heel toe them in a little bit. Take your hands at your waist or your heart. Fold it forward so you can drop your weights to the floor. Bend your knees, getting low into a squat. So you might need to hug your heels in a little bit more. It's called froggy squats. Everyone's favorite. Not really. But hands at your heart, your elbows stay glued to your knees, and your butt might be higher than mine at this point. That's okay. We go up and down. Let's just do 8 of them together. Lift, lower. I also call this sometimes yogi twerking, because you're coming down. You know, okay, yeah, whatever. 4, 5. You feel nice hamstring stretch as you straighten. 6, 7, and 8. Hold it here in your little squat. If you so feel inclined and you want to add just a little arm balance for fun because you're like, hey, yoga or something, crow pose. Lean forward, or you can stay stretched out. Okay, take your feet back down. That was just a quick one. It's just an optional thing. Grab your weights, straighten the legs, take your feet a little wider. First, pull your weights to your chest, and then lift up. Flat back, open to warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Pull, pivot, plant down, step back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Knees to the floor. Sit back on your heels, get rid of your weights. How's it feel? Pretty good? I know I'm sweating a little bit. This isn't even hot in here. Oftentimes we do this class in a heated room, but even room temp is going to get you feeling stuff. So we are going to do some abdominals. So we're going to use a towel, or not, first wipe off your sweat. If you have a towel, that would be awesome. Just something you can roll up the long way and have. I do this often in my classes because it's interesting. It's nice to have props. Pretty much anyone has these at home. You should have a towel. Okay, lean back 45 degrees or so. Lift your heart and lift your legs. Hands out in front of you. We do some twists. Tap one hand down, lift. Tap, lift. So we want the knees glued together. Whole body stationary except the arms and the torso. That's twisting. So legs stay as they are. We just keep doing some tappers, twisty tappers. Now hold it up, hold. This is the challenging part. We're going to do a jump rope knees in. You're going to make sure it's nice and loose. So you can hug your knees in, take your towel under, extend. Hug the knees in, take the towel over. And with music, sometimes this is a lot faster. But when you slow it down and get that full range of motion with good form, you actually get a little stronger. So it's better to do it right, even though it's uncomfortable. Do it the right way. And in time, you're going to be awesome. Not if you aren't already, which you probably are. Okay, take a little break. One more set of that. Lean back again, do little tappers. Twist it. Oh, you can keep your feet down or up, but if your hip flexors are burning, screaming at you, you're losing your breath, keep your toes down. Still going to work. Okay, now lift it up. It's not any easier. We're doing one leg at a time. One leg in, around, around. Whew. Yeah! A little bicycle style. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, open up. Whew. Nice job with abs. Get rid of that towel. We're going to take the feet together. Stretch. Now we cool it down. Pull forward. Lift back up. Take your knees together. Roll yourself all the way down. Bend your knees. Keep your feet on the floor, knees up high, hands on the ground. Lift your hips. This is going to help release our core as well as strengthen our back. So you can squeeze shoulders together. It's called bridge pose. You can call it whatever you want. Okay, take your hips down. Feet a little wider. We've got a little windshield wiper knees, back and forth. I'm sure you guys did awesome following along. Okay, take your right leg, take your knees back up. Right leg, ankle to knee, a figure 4. You could stay here as you press the ankle to the knee, or lift a little higher, grabbing behind the knee or on top of the knee with that left foot. Pull it closer to you. Keep the head heavy, shoulders heavy. Upper body's done. Okay, switch legs, other foot down, left ankle on top of right knee. Stretch out the glutes, the hips. And take the feet down. Now both knees, hug them in And then take your legs and twist to one side, extending opposite arm. You can take that top leg a little higher, or maybe wrap it around the other leg, like your crossed legs. Do what feels good, but also relax. So not forcing this place. Deepen the breath. Switch sides, twist other side. Bring the legs back, hug your knees, and again, rocking side to side, little back massage. Or you can grab your feet and draw your knees down and open, happy baby pose. And even in our yoga with weights series, we still want to do shavasana or corpse pose, or just lie down even for a minute. So extend the legs, take a moment to relax, close your eyes, let your body melt into your mat, let your body absorb its practice, its weight training. Let yourself recover and find some peace and stillness among the chaos of our lives of the day. Great time to practice stillness right here. Nowhere else we have to be for the next 2 minutes. You start to wiggle your fingers and toes, deepening your breath. Reach your hands up overhead. Hug your knees in. Make a tiny little ball, and if you feel comfortable, rock and roll yourself up. That's it for our class today. I hope you enjoyed and got something valuable or a good workout out of this video. Have a great day. Make sure to check out my blog and website and all the fun stuff at ashleyjonas.com. I'll see you later. Bye.